It's an accessible area. It's with an ethos of reducing food waste. So a community fridge is an area where people can donate food that would have otherwise gone in the bin. It has to be, good food, but, stuff that they're not going to use or stuff that's starting to go out of date and they're going on holiday, or excess fruit off of their fruit trees, or whatever it might be, allotment food, that they're not going to be able to utilise. So it's all about reducing food waste. Equally, it's giving food that's available to anybody. So it's available to anybody in our community. Anybody can come down and take food out of our fridge. All we say is that you take what you can use, because what we don't want is people to take it and then it go to waste in their fridge. So and actually people have been utilising it really well. You don't have to be referred or anything else. It's simply, and that's why we've got it in this centre. Because this is a community centre. We have lots of clubs, lots of people coming through. It means that anybody, so people can come in and think, oh, I can make use of those tomatoes for my tea tonight and take them. All we ask is that they log their food in and out so we can keep track of how much food we've saved from waste.
Well, we noticed by the fridge the other day when I came to bring something in, it was almost empty, so we know that it's being used.
Brilliant. And do you think it's providing a really good service to the community then? Do you think people are happy?
I think now people are getting to know we're here, and by what's going out of the fridge, then I think people are using it, yeah.
So we've only been open since the end of last month, and in the first 10 days we had 50 kilograms of food donated, and we're only currently working with local community allotments. Food banks sometimes are donating stuff to us. So 50 kilograms, and of that 30 kilograms had been redistributed to individuals within our community, and there was still food in the fridge. And that was in 10 days, so I was absolutely blown away. And I know that the allotments who are working very closely with us, we're not even wasting any food that goes in there that starts to go off, because we have a bin and we put anything like that in our bin, and that's taken to be composted up at the allotments to grow more food. So we're even stopping, so the only things that might not is your meats and stuff that can't go in compost, but otherwise we've sort of got a really good cycle.
So we're just only a small amount, but if every community had the same aspect to it, that we can make a difference in that food that's being wasted.
So if there's somebody at home that has maybe a box of strawberries in their fridge that's going out of date tomorrow, they're not going to eat them, what do they do in order to help?
So if it's an individual household, we'd ask that they'd come up to the Post Mill Centre. They can read, we've got some information on how to use it. We don't staff it. We have volunteers for cleaning and collecting food from businesses, but we can't staff it. So we've got some information. You sign the food in, you weigh it, and you pop it in the fridge. It's really easy. If you want to take food, equally, we've had people say, do we have to swap? Bring something to take something? No, you can just bring and donate, or you can come and take it. And if there's something you need or you want, you weigh it, you sign it out. And there's no names, so you don't have to worry about, I'm putting my name down and they can see I'm using it a lot. It's anonymous. We just ask that you literally, it's a logging form.
It's a brilliant thing to do, as they both say. It'll work out so well for all the people in the town, village, whichever you want to call it, and it'll be well used. And as Kay says, we don't want all this waste. Everything goes to people who want it, and it's just brilliant.
If there's anybody watching this who's in a different part of the district thinking that's a great idea, how would you get started? What did you do to get started?
So there's a fantastic organisation called Hubbub, and they've got loads and loads of resources that we've used. So the resources that we use for our logging forms, and they support us. So that's a really good start point. The actual funding from the fridge came through the co-op, because the co-op have a lot of community, resources. So we actually applied for a grant through the co-op, and I know they do it twice a year. You have to put an application form in, say what you're doing, have a group, demonstrate you've got somewhere to put it, etc. we applied and we were successful. I think the other thing, though, is you need a good team of people. So as the WI, were the ones who initiated it. So I'm the president of the WI. And so our WI ladies have been fantastic. But we've worked with the Allotment Society, the Food Bank. I want to try and remember everybody. Oh gosh, I can't think of everybody. Please take it. I think people worry that it's about, oh, that's not for me. I've heard that a couple of times from people coming down. Oh, I'll leave it for people who need it. This isn't about food poverty, although it's helpful in this time. It's just about stopping food go to waste. So it is literally for anybody, whether you're working, whether you're a single mum, anybody can come down. And don't feel guilty about taking food and using it. The food has been grown, and if it doesn't get taken out of here, it's going to go in a landfill. And I'm just really passionate about stopping that happening.